In this one called Three Dog Made Me Do It, mesh. It's only fitting, right? Three Dog. Three Dog? Three Dog made me do it. Yeah, gotcha. Three Dog made me do it. So, alright, I got my smile in. Alright, mesh. What are we talking about? I did a video about taking one of these subtank heads. Alright, I already took this one apart, got the top off of it. Yes, I'm well aware that the bottom is also pressed in and that also comes out, but I did not take it out. This makes my life easier. Alright, that's said and done with. We have some 28 gauge twisted. We're doing twisted this time. I made another one. It's just got regular Canthol in it. No twists, no funky Claptons, no nothing, no frills, no whatever. Alright? Piece of mesh. Piece of mesh. It's untorched. It's the delight of the world. Or it used to be back in the day. Now everybody just uses cotton. Cotton and everything. Cotton this, cotton that. Alright? We also have our bottle of VG laying around. Oh, did I mention that this is probably going to be a long video because working with mesh, especially in like an RSST or something that's up in the box, can take up to like 20 minutes to get your coils to glow perfectly right before you can even start vaping it. Now, if you have that kind of time, stick around. Why not? Or just skip through it until you see something you like. Don't care. Whatever. Alright. So we have this mesh. Yes, it's bigger. I'm going to cut it down. You know, little tiny head, big old piece of mesh. I know. I'm going to cut it down later. Alright. And you're going to disappear from me and go down here. But it's going to be backwards. And you may not see everything. But it is what it is. So let's do this. You know, almost in the style of Trevor Jones over there. What's up, Trevor? He does some redonkulous builds. And yeah, we're just going to roll this up. Anybody ever remember doing something like this? No? Okay. Never mind then. Don't comment on things that you know nothing about. Alright, then don't do it. I dislike working with mesh. Then why are you doing it? Because I found this to work out really great. Now, this is a lot less than I used last time. What are you doing? I'm just rolling it, man. It gets smaller the longer you roll it. And everybody says just roll it one way and it'll go faster. I personally don't find that. I find that this works just fine. You can hear that crunching? That's the mesh rolling into itself. Alright? It forms a nice little tube. Yeah, it's got a nice little tube to it. How far are you going to go? You're going to go as far as you need to go. Which is between 3 millimeter and, try to flatten it out a little bit, and somewhere around 2.75 millimeter. See, still doesn't fit. Alright? We're still good. We got lots of squishing left. You can make this thing into almost a toothpick if you don't have too much mesh in there. And yes, you'll notice anybody that's used mesh, they usually fold up an edge. Why do they fold up an edge? Because the mesh is like a very, very fine window screen. Okay? Very, very fine. Yes, the mesh has all sorts of holes in it. You can put it up to your mouth and breathe through it. Not, you know, awesomely, but you could. Almost like a metal filter, if you will. Alright? Now, and if this is too thick, and I don't know if the camera catches that, but there's this little strand of metal coming off right here. See that? That's no good. That causes shorts. Alright? But, oh, and I'm almost there. It's so close, and yet so far. Ooh. Do I want to roll it any farther? If you get this too tight, it's not going to wick. Just a little word to the wise. And most people usually torch their mesh before they've even gotten this far. And I'm not going to do that. Why ain't I going to do that? Because I don't want to do it. Alright? This is more demonstration purposes and show you, yes, you can do it. And I do have just a hair too much in here. So I don't want to go any farther. So what we're going to do with my big fat fingers is try and grab that piece. It ain't going to work. It kind of rolls into itself. Told you, this is going to be a little bit long. There we go. Now, we got the old Coil Master kit over here. And I'm just going to peel a little bit back. Cut it down the line without cutting my fingers off. I'm just going to take a little piece off. It's just a little too big. Yes, you can keep rolling it. I know you can keep rolling it. But I don't want it so tight that no juice will flow through it. I'm going to run this with some 70-30. And last time I was running this, I have the other coil sitting up there. But last time I was running this was 85-15. And it works. Works just fine. Well, I got to go farther yet. See, I told you. Long. It might just be the ends. I'm more rolling the middle than anything else. And I don't expect this one to wick extremely great. You see that? This is actually a little bit loose. It's just a little bit loose. I did it way too much. Can you fix that? Yeah, but it takes a while. Oh, Lord. A little bit loose will work, though. So, well, now what do? Well, now you got to cheat and wrap a coil. Well, now you're going to say, how are you going to wrap a coil inside that head? Well, I'm going to do it on the outside of the head. Man, you're a goofy guy. Why would you do that? Well, because you can. How about that? You see this, and you see this. And I did purposely use a longer piece this time. I didn't use one quite this long last time, and I was going to put this in there to begin with. But I didn't. Why was I going to put that in there? To give me some stability. A little 24 gauge right down the middle. See, you can see there's like a tube in there because I got the 24 gauge to slide right in, right? Alright. Now, this is a pain in the butt. It really is. But it can be done if you have the patience of an alligator. You have the patience of an alligator. Now, I don't want these to touch. 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5. I usually do something around 6. We're gonna go 5. Alright? You got all that, right? There it is. Everything goes through. Good. Now, I'm going to clip off a little bit of this excess because I can. Coil Master Clipper works freaking awesome. Okay? Works awesome. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can go ahead and you can torch it right now if you want. You can grab a lighter and do it, but then it leaves that black soot. Do we care? Not really. Black soot is what it's all about, right? Everybody likes the taste of black soot. Plus, you know, the lighter will get rid of some of that, and I don't make it red hot. I just make it black sooty. I don't even need to do the whole thing. I don't know why I'm doing the whole thing. Now, in my experience here, that's nice and warm now, right? If you take a little bit of juice, you see a little bit of smoke, steam, whatever. It's not smoke. And the hot part will actually let the juice wick right into it. The part that's not hot won't wick as well. Now, is e-liquid flammable? Maybe a question on some of your minds. Is it? Well, what do y'all think? Is it? A little bit of VG, anyone? Now, while this works its magic, yes, look, it does last for quite a while. And it did just make my coil glow really nicely. Now, you don't need to leave your coil on here to do this. It's not hot, by the way. It's warm, but it's not hot. And I can leave that strand out there and whatever else. The coil part's hot. Let's see here. Without deforming this, too bad. We have our wick down there on a clean table. Make sure your table's clean. Alright, make sure your hands are clean too, because you saw this wick, yeah, it is a wick, but you saw it soak up that e-liquid nice and easy. What do you think it'll do to the dirt and oil on your hands if you didn't clean them first? Alright, insert said coil. Right, just bring her down in somewhere in there. Stay in there. And yeah, find the other hole, slide through, get to about right there, and now you have a coil and a mesh wick. Now, I should have had the wick just a little bit thicker. This is not really going to expand a whole lot. It will under continuous use, but that's about it. Now, I can take this leg right here and I can bend it off to the side. Is he setting the coil already? Yes, I am. I'm setting the coil already. Look at that. And now we have our negative trapped. And we push this little rubber grommet down on there, right? Now, because there's a mesh wick in there, you can actually tug on your leads fairly nicely to get them nice and slammed down in there. Alright? Now, people are going to say that this is the wrong way to do it. To each their own. But because I have this fat old coil in here, right? This fat old coil in here, and I have the one leg running right up the side, making my ground, means that I would have either had to have moved the wire around at the bottom part of the coil first, or waited till right now and just trap the wire kitty corner, like so, really close to the other one. And some people don't like that. I know, I'm well aware. I'm well aware that some people don't like that. They don't like the idea of their positive and negative being that close together. I know. Comment all you want. I know. Okay. Now, the Coil Master kit is coming in really handy, especially especially these damn things. Okay? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna move the whole coil over for a second. We'll see how that looks. Let me dig into the light here. And so far, so good. Yes, I can go ahead and I can clip my leads. Get them as close as possible, or you will not be able to stick it into your base. You won't. It's just the way it is. Bling! That one hit the floor. I'm going to have to find that one now. Everybody stay clear of the kitchen. Little tiny scraps, which could probably cause the most damage to your foot, or an animal foot for that matter, aren't my main concern. But the big honking piece that gets lodged in your foot about 3 inches, that's my concern. Now, I don't really care for cutting this either, but there's one side, right? There's the other side, right? But you can't leave it like that because it's all pinched, and that's not going to work out very well for you. So, what you need to do, and I could have left a bigger gap on that, is round these back out. And I suppose if you really, really wanted to, you could, I'll think of it. I will. I'll think of it eventually. Put some cotton around it if you really, really wanted to. I was thinking of it. Now, because I made this one just a little bit too much, too small, too much, whatever. You all know what I'm not thinking of. It means I gotta spread this out slightly. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just press down in it like it's a rivet? How about that? That'll work. Why didn't I think of that before? I don't know. You must be dumb. Yes, Mama. I see you watching over my shoulder. Everybody's interested in what I'm doing. I tell you what. I tell you what. So now you have this beautiful, beautiful twisted 5 wrap around a 2.8 millimeter. Sure, let's go 2.8. Maybe it's 2.85. It's somewhere around there, man. Don't quote me on stuff. You got that? It's in there. Well, now what? What's going to happen if you dry fire that on there? You know what's going to happen if you dry fire that on there? You're going to burn out that little O-ring. Well, how are you going to do it? I will show you how to do it. This is the regular subtank. Alright? And the regular subtank, I don't know about the other ones. I never paid attention to the other ones. Alright? The regular subtank has an option for no airflow. No airflow. So keep this in mind, though. What do you need no airflow for? Well, VG is really cheap, and therefore I don't really mind wasting it. Okay? That being said, what is he doing? I am ensuring that my grommet does not burn. That's what I'm doing. Well, how much you put in there? Oh, I fill it up. Well, that seems like a waste. Yeah, it probably is, but you can't use water. And you don't want to use oil or anything. Now, It's filled up there, right to the top. And then what happens is, you put this awesome coil you just built in there. But won't that suck up some VG? Yeah, it might. Just run it a little longer. Alright. Do we dare do that on the iStick? We can do it on the iStick. The iStick doesn't care what I put on it. Unless it's too low, of course. Hold on, wipe my fingers. Unless it's too low. We don't know. We don't know what it's at. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm always off cam, you guys know that. And yeah, my ring is gonna seep a little bit of air. Let's see. What are we at? 0.9. Okay. Now the part of this that you guys aren't going to be able to see because I have to watch it. I'm at 0.9 at 2.8 volts. I'm going to go up to 3 volts, which is 15.3 watts. And oh yeah, I'm well aware. It has hot legs on it right now, which is why you see all that. And it just smells like VG. And now it's down to 0.4. Alright. It says 0.6. Let's see. Hot legs. Hot legs. I'm too close. That's why. Alright. We can fix that. See, I can't show you because if I tip this at all. Oh, I shut it off. Come on. Or I burned out the iStick. One of the two. Or it turned its protection on, which is why I have my handy dandy cord here. Okay. Put the handy dandy cord in. Unplug it again. It turns back on. Okay. Power too low. That's why. Alright, fine. Sigelli time. It's Sigelli time. Sigelli time. It's time once again. Sigelli time. Well, we might as well plug in the iStick and just let it proceed to give my computer a virus. Right? Isn't that what this stuff does? Gives computers viruses when you plug in your devices to a charge port on the computer. It's not really a charge port on your computer. Right? Alright, now you're really not going to be able to see because this is really, really, really high. And this is reading 0.2. Well, yeah, that'll cause a fire. And I smell rubber grommet burning. So, this is a fail. But here it is. Wire it up. Look at that. That is rubber grommet burning. It was lower than I thought it would be. Let's just keep going. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because I can always grab another rubber grommet up there. No big deal. Oh. I pulled my wick out of the hole. I dude. Please hold. Just moving it over a bit. This is the part that can take up to 20 minutes. Alright? Can you see that at all? It only goes around one ring, and you gotta basically keep on doing that over and over. I'll tip it as far as I can. But you gotta keep doing this over and over until that whole coil finally decides that, hey, we're gonna glow the whole way through. And that's what you gotta do. You just gotta keep on going. And it takes a really long time. And it sucks. But that's what happens. And I'm going to end up replacing that rubber grommet before we finish this. See, forever and ever. What are you firing at? I'm firing at a whopping 3.3 volts. It is now reading 0.4 ohms. And the reason for the ohms jumping around is my airflow ring. Okay? The weak link in the subtank, in my book, in the original version, is this airflow ring. Seems to be what it grounds out through your device on. You just don't want to move off that, do you? We do a little strum action. She is really just firing on one. Usually doesn't take too long. Not today. Let's make a micro out of it. Just for speed purposes, if nothing else. I'm already tired of it. Ceramic tweezers, man. The wave of the future. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like the 4th of July in here. Alright. So for speed purposes here, that's what we got. Not too shabby. Not the best. But that'll do demonstration purposes quite nicely. Okay. Let's see here. And it ended up, according to this right now, is 0.7. Now, why are you doing that? Because I want to cool it down a little bit. Now, it smells like bananas. Now, I don't know. How badly do you think that rubber grommet's burnt?
Oh, they look good together.
That is a strong banana custard. I am using ESP Vapes banana custard. Banana custard. You see that? For no real reason whatsoever, other than it was there, and it sounded like it would taste good, and my base is really hot, and the coil's really hot, and we might have to let this cool for a second. Okay? Okay. Be a man. touch the fire with your bare hands. Yeah, man. I'm going to check that out in a second. But what I got to do is I got to get rid of the VG that's in here. So give me a second. You know me, I don't edit nothing. I don't jump cut nothing. Alright? This is real time. Real time. And you can all thank 3Dog because she got under my skin when she said she wanted to see a build. So, oh, the luscious VG. Why wouldn't you just pour that back in there? Well, would you pour it back in there? Would you really? I need a vapor towel. Oh, I love it. You go to McDonald's and they give you all these sorts of paper towels and napkins and whatnot, and then you have vapor towels because nobody else in your house uses napkins, right? Right. Now, if you clean out your sub-tank regular with water, your ohms are really going to jump around. Yes, I know, that's a lot of VG. I know, but it's warm, so it moves. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay. And that's close enough for me. Now, what do you got to do? Well, what you got to do is you got to put the top of your sub-tank head back on. And I'm not really seeing any burnt out spots. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Alright? Leave it the way it is. Now, it's the first time I've actually taken this head apart. And this was one of the 1.2 ohm heads. And when you squeeze this back together, you don't want to squeeze on the center pin, because if you squeeze on the center pin, that's press fit. It's going to shove up into the rest of the coil head. Alright? And how do I take it off? I just use my needle nose and my pliers, and I just do a little bit of a wiggle and pull, and the top comes off. Alright? Give her a little squeeze. Little squeeze. And no, this part ain't gonna leak. Alright? Just like that. Now she looks like a sub-tank again. And yeah, I'm all over the place with this, but here, maybe we can go back up now. We're pretty much done with the buildy portion of this. So, that is a mesh wick. Poking out the side. Ain't my best work, but hey, it's on video. And most of the time you do something on video, it's not coming up. And no, I did not ask 3Dog if I could use her picture. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But there she is. What is that anyhow? She froze one time like that, so that's how I got you. I ain't no quick guy, that's for sure. Alright, get the VG out of the way. Let's move on with this. We got this. Put it back in the base. There's probably residual VG. Oops. Still in there. I try not to touch the wicks themselves with my fingers, but I just did. Banana. Banana. Alright, there's nothing in my tank. Well, residual. Residual. We gotta have residual, right? And let's do this. This is a lot lower ohm than I was shooting for. I was actually hoping it would come out higher, but like I said, I usually do 6 wraps, and when I do 6 wraps, it's usually something like a 3mm, not 2.75, 2.85, whatever the heck that thing is. That's good enough, right? 3/4 of the way full is good enough. Because I didn't make the wick quite as wide as it should have been, I am actually expecting just a little bit of leakage. I am. The other one doesn't leak though. That one I had to like squeeze in. I just rolled this one a little bit too much. So soon. Now, yeah, there we are. We got my vapor towel sitting here with all sorts of stuff on it. A little piece of wire here, a little piece of wire there. Let's just make sure. And what are we on? We're on nothing. There's one airflow spot. Now it is reading 2.1 ohms. See, my airflow ring sucks on this thing. If I move it, I get 1.3. Where are we at? There's the 3 spot, which I normally run anyhow. Reading 1 ohm. Really? I know you're not 1 ohm. Did you even bring a drip tip over here? Did you? Did you? Didn't we have one? Alright, what I gotta do is I gotta spin my airflow ring. Because now there's a VG in the base of my Addy. Okay? And it's not very conductive. Okay? It's not. It's just not very conductive. Which means doing this will clean it up ever so slightly. And now we are down to 0.8. Alright? Which is still wrong. But I'm going to crack this down to 20 watts. What do you want, little girl? Said. I'm still doing this. What do you want? See? Now people are interrupting me while I try to do this. What do you want? So go get it. It's over there. See? Kids. Can't do anything with kids. Besides, this is YouTube. You could actually walk right behind me on YouTube. And how does it vape? Well, it tastes like banana custard. Crazy, I know. How do you like that, 3Dog? I shout your name out again. Say hello to all the people over there at Vapors TV because they kind of keep me going on doing this stuff. And it's quite interesting and it's quite fun. You hear that little whistle? Yeah, me too. So I'm only at 4 volts. It's reading 0.8. Let's go to the big airflow and see what it reads. Still reading 0.8. You want me to prove it? Here. There. Make sure it doesn't time out. Don't get mad at me because my camera autofocuses just perfect every time. No taste of mesh, just taste of juice. Lovely, lovely, sweet juice. Yes, that's mesh. I did it right here. I don't know how long this thing is yet. I'm going to guess almost an hour. That's what we do here. So if you don't want to listen to me ramble anymore, you saw it, it was done, then go on with your day. Now, I don't think I'll take this up any higher than what it is, and I'm only at 37% of my battery anyhow, so. It's 4 volts, right? Let's grab the fun box. Fun box. Why does he call that the fun box? Because I made it, and it was fun, and we should do it again sometime. The fun box. Yes, the fun box just made another appearance. 3D printed box. The video's out there somewhere of me putting this thing together. It's not somewhere. It's on my channel. Just look for it, man. Ain't that difficult. I got like juice on my fingers or something. There's probably some VG still floating around in there. It is what it is. Horrible. So this should work pretty good. It's not bad at all. It's a little Nick Green shout out right there. He's always. It's possible. It works. It tastes great. And as long as I keep vaping it like this, there's no way it's going to leak. But I did make that wick just a little thin. So I'm a little leery. It's probably going to seep just a little bit. It's just banana custard all day, man. Banana custard all day. You saw it. You saw it. Shout out over there. No, she's over there. To 3 Dog once more. Go 3 Dog. Go check her out on Vapors TV. You all have fun now, because I know I will. What just happened? It didn't stop. Why didn't you stop? Oh Lord. You need to stop right now. It's not going to stop. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't do it. Alright, here it is.